Shortly before 10 a.m. yesterday, Wichita Police responded to the intersection of Cessna Drive and Roosevelt, where a city transit bus struck a pedestrian who was identified as a 75-year-old male. What is known is that the bus was traveling northbound Roosevelt, approaching Cessna. There is a stop sign at that location, which time the bus stopped. The 75-year-old pedestrian was talking to a vehicle which was facing westbound on Cessna. As the vehicle left, the 75-year-old was still on the roadway. At the same time, the bus did make a left-hand turn going west on Cessna, striking the pedestrian, running over his lower extremities. We believe the front of the bus also struck the 75-year-old. The 75-year-old was transported to an area hospital in critical but stable condition, where he remains. Wichita Police conducted a neighborhood, contacted several witnesses, along with approximately 10 riders that were on the bus. However, there was one passenger that was not contacted who left prior to officer's arrival. He described as a white male, made several comments to passengers on the bus that he was late for work. We are asking for that person to please come forward and contact Detective Moff with the AFU section at 268-4682. This investigation does continue today.
Detective who?
Mock, M-O-C-K.
I heard a report that the pedestrian was released either last night or this morning. You're saying he's still... Okay.
Is there a particular reason why you want to talk to this particular witness? Because apparently there were several other witnesses.
We just want to make sure we have all of our bases covered. We want to make sure it's a thorough investigation, and we need to do our part in trying to locate this other witness.
So James, I guess, is anybody at fault here other than...
I'm not going to make a comment on that, just short of the fact of, one, we are still investigating this, and this is something we're looking into. The driver of the bus is being very cooperative with us, and as this investigation moves on.
So was it one of those things where obviously that bus sits up high,
Mm-hmm.
right, and you're making that left-hand turn, and the next thing you know, you just he didn't see the pedestrian?
Well, I'm not going to comment on what that person saw. All I know is that a very tragic thing happened yesterday. I do know that the citizen was in the roadway, and buses are very large, take up a lot of room. So we'll leave it at that.
What was the case number on that again?
15C 64969.
What was the nature of the pedestrian and talking to that car? Was he?
I think at this time it was just somebody he was acquainted with,
Okay.
and then the vehicle traveled westbound and just kind of all happened all at once.
Does the victim live there in the Planeview area?
Yes, he does.
So the exact incident happened at Cessna and Roosevelt.
It's a T intersection, which again would also reduce some roadway space there. If it was a four-way, it'd be a little bit different, I think, a little bit larger. Just talking about a T intersection.
So where's... I'm sorry, go ahead.
10 a.m., right?
I'm sorry?
10 a.m.
Yes, right before.
So is there just stop signs on Roosevelt, or is it a four-way stop? Or
I believe that the only stop sign was here on Roosevelt, and that's the only one.
And the bus was traveling north on Roosevelt?
North on Roosevelt, and then attempted to make the left-hand turn to go west on Cessna.
And where was the victim?
He was on the north curb line, west of the T intersection.